Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and I gotta give you guys some footage. This is officially a full week, like a 7 days. That is what's up with this phone right now. Full 7 days later, and if I gotta tell you, if you don't know that I'm impressed by now, something's wrong. Um, I, I get a lot of phones in, and then not all of them impress me. There's always dislikes about phones. But some phones might not have dislikes, but they can have cons, meaning there might be missing something that you guys might think is important. Like this phone is missing. Some people ask if this has NFC. Of course, it has NFC, but it's missing wireless charging for those that want wireless charging, and it's missing a Quad HD display. I would have liked a Quad HD display, to be honest. I really think that this screen size in Quad HD, or just imagine it in 4K, man, it would be awesome, man. It'd be crazy sick right there. But I'm accepting this AMOLED 1080p display because it is freaking tight, man. It is so good. It's that good. But yeah, it doesn't have wireless charging. That's not a requirement for me because the current wireless chargers that I have, they're sitting over there collecting dust on them. Every now and then, I'll plug up the only phone that gets wireless charge in this house is the Pixel, because I have the Pixel stand and it's by the bed, so I frequently use that thing. I love it, man. But I've also got the Google Homes and the minis all over the place. The Google Home Hub, I got that joint. The wireless charging thing doesn't get used by me very often, so that's not something that I am missing because I don't really use it anyway. In my current phones, only one of them is really getting wireless charged. So it's missing that. It's missing a Quad HD display. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say it's missing that. I would have liked a Quad HD display, and after having this, I probably would have paid $900 for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it would be worth it. Remember, worth and something that looks good or whatever is in the eyes of the beholder. So don't tell me I'm crazy if I would buy this phone if it had a Quad HD display for $900. I paid $740 or $730 or something, like $725 for this one. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So if I could spend $100 more and get a Quad HD display, I would love it. Now, some things that I think is kind of strange. It's got that nano SIM. I'm gonna go ahead, not nano SIM, nano SD card. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. You know what I'm saying? I found it for like $40 or something like that online, and I found it for just different prices. And I'm gonna buy that just so I can see how good it is and how fast it is. I don't technically need it because this phone has 128 gigs built in. And there's another version that has 256 gigs built in. That's the Chinese version, though. That's the L00. This is the L29. The phones are the same bands, LTE bands and everything. One's just, the Chinese version, if you will, and there's another one that's considered a global version, which is this model right here, the L29. But they work the same. Shout out to Nitek. He has the 8 gig, 256 gig model. And it's the Chinese version, but he's got Play Store. He's got everything running on there. So it's the same. But this is the 6 gig, 128 gig model, and I still have like 95 gigs left. Let's go into storage real quick and see what I got left. I got, let me see if this ain't the one. Let me see if I can show it. Yeah, here we go. I've used 32 gigs of 128, so I've got about 90 plus gigs available, and that's a huge plus for me because I don't need that nano SD card, but I want to experience it and see what it's like. And it's just like that. I've purchased about 5 cases for this thing. They're not in yet. I ordered them from GearBest. They'll be coming. But as far as things that this phone is missing, I don't feel like it's it checks all the boxes for me. Now I'm going to go on record and say this. This phone is slippery. So this is a slippery, this is a gloss skin like this. Look for an updated video on this particular skin, because they make this in matte, and I ordered matte, and I'm going to switch it out to matte, because that's what I thought this was. But when I got it out the box, I was like, yo, I'm doing the video like, oh man, this isn't even matte. So when I ordered all the other skin, I ordered like $50 more worth of skins. I got this skin for my iPhones, my OnePlus 6T. I ordered for the Note 9. I went back and ordered it for I really like it. But I got another one of these in matte. So I'm going to update this so I can have some more grip, because this gives grip, but when I put lotion on or whatever, it doesn't. So, yeah. So overall experience with this phone, man, it's not that it's missing a bunch of stuff for me. It checks a ton of boxes for me. I mean, it's got stereo speakers, but it's got a headphone jack. It's even got an IR blaster. Several microphones on here for recording, Type-C. It has an IP rating, but some people say, oh, it's not IP68. You guys don't dunk your phone in water anyway. So all you need is I-53 minimum, I should say. I'm not giving this phone a pass because it doesn't have IP68. What I'm saying is IP53 splash and dust resistant is good enough because I don't get my phones wet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So even though I go to the beach and things like that, I don't. I normally buy one of those bags, or I'll take a phone that's IP68. But this year, when I hit the beach up this summer, I'm definitely taking this. I can get some good photos. High points for this thing for me, man, has definitely been the cameras. So if you're following me on social media, you already know I've been blasting this camera footage out with this thing, man. I've been showing you so much footage, it's unreal. And that is what I'm supposed to do when I give you a review. A review is kind of something over time, is the way I see it. I can't just do 2 videos and call it a day. I owe you at least 5 to 10 videos, especially if a phone is really, really hot, like this one right here. So, I was kind of trolling everybody. I put up that this was the OnePlus 7 XL on social media. Some people was actually like, "Oh, when does it come out? How big is it?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was a joke. That's the Mate 20." A lot of people got it. Some people didn't. But if OnePlus did bring out a phablet like this is pretty much probably what it would look like. You know what I'm saying? This is what they would probably roll with. So the screen on this thing is absolutely awesome, man. I've done plenty of videos with this thing. My granddaughter. Let me show you. Actually, let me show you this one right here. I think I made this one. Stereo speakers is sick. This is just one that I made. But let me show you some footage that I actually recorded with this phone. Here's some right here. This is a night video that I did of Big D's car. This car is sick. Pro charged, bagged. Let me crank the volume up. See, I hit that wide angle on him. I like that I could change the wide angle and while I'm recording, man. LG, got to get it together because I love your cameras, but this camera right here is taking it, B. You got that bad boy bagged, cammed, everything, man. He's done it all. So that's some night footage that I recorded. The phone is stupid, man. It's good in every way for me. And when I'm reviewing phones, man, if I could call out anything bad, not bad, but if I could say something about this phone that I think might become a problem later, that might be the size, because I'm gonna start putting cases on it. And so I didn't buy bulky cases. I bought thinner cases, but still, the size of this phone can be intimidating to some, man. I mean, I showed it to you next to the Note 9. I mean, the Note 9 is not a small phone, man. Some people be like, "Man, you got big hands," because the Note 9 looks small. The Note 9 is not a small phone, folks. It's a huge phone. We're talking about 6.4-inch screen right here, and I'm holding it. It looks like probably a 5-inch display. But the Note 9 is a big phone. So shout out to all the females out there that rock with this phone right here, or like big phones, man. Because, Kimmy, she rocks with it. Spectacular Gadgets rocks with it. Those are the only 2 females that I've actually talked to that actually have it. But there's other women, I think, that have commented saying, "Hey, I love this phone. The best phone I ever had." You know what I'm saying? So this beast right here is hard to put down, folks. When I'm reviewing phones and stuff like that, man, like I have a review coming up. I ordered the Yumi Digi 1 Max, right? So I got that coming in. It'll be here Monday. Depending on when you're watching this, hey, it's the videos. I don't know when you're watching this. But if you're watching this as of January 31st or January 30th or whatever today is, I don't have it. I'm supposed to get it on February 4th. So look for an unboxing on February 4th and a first impressions and a walkthrough at least on the 4th or the 5th. Still haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to use it. So good thing for me, I have multiple SIM cards and multiple phone numbers, so I can just pop one of my other phone numbers in there and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot about this phone that I haven't officially covered yet, which is the battery. But I can tell you briefly in this video that the battery, I'm averaging 10 hours of screen on time. I was averaging like 9.5 to 9:45. I'm straight up averaging 10 hours of screen on time. It's just what it is. So let me go into the battery right now, real time. I always optimize it, just in case. And let me see what my screen on time is right now. Screen on time is 6 hours and 40 minutes. and I got 32% left. Now you're probably thinking, oh man, Jay, that ain't gonna last. Well, I've been off the charger for 28 hours, folks. 28 hours. The signal is so strong on here, as you saw there, it only searched for a signal for like 6 seconds. But the phone itself, it's just my bad. Bumpy cam, it's just gangster, man. It's a beast mode phone that you can't sleep on. For those that it ain't no good. You don't have it yet, man. The battery is beast mode. The camera is beast mode. It's just a man. It is just a boss phone. Everybody who I've seen that has this phone says the same thing. They always say, if you like big phones, this is the one. It has fast facial recognition too, man. As you can see there, it's quick. You know what I mean? It's got the design of the OnePlus 6T pretty much. I think this is just a big OnePlus 6T. If you notice, I haven't skinned this phone at all. I normally put my Pix launcher on there. I tried to put my Pix launcher on here, and it wouldn't take it for some reason. Like, it took it, but then when I tried to go to the house, you know what I'm saying, which is home, it just told me, we don't advise that you put this on. That's the first time, but I'm pretty sure I could put it on. I just did it like once or twice. I said, well, somebody asked me to do that, but I like this skin anyway, so I wasn't really worried about it. But, listen, I feel like when I'm doing the videos, and if I haven't said it already, I'm going to say it again. I think I said it, but I'll say it again anyway. When I'm doing videos on a phone, I'm pretty much taking requests from people when you see a lot of videos, and I'm also covering what I want to cover. So I feel like, I owe you guys. I spent the money, you know what I'm saying? So I try to cover as much as possible. People ask me about the battery. How's the sunlight? How's the screen in sunlight? Boss mode. It's just a beast of a phone. I'm not all hype about the phone that I can't give an objective review of it. Like I said, if anything that might be a problem for me later on is how big this is going to be in my pocket when I'm carrying it around with shorts on or something like that. But I've already taken it. Like when I was going to the gym this time, I just watched videos on it because, I got all these different smartwatches that I use to track my fitness. And so I'll just pop it up on the thing and watch videos, or watch a movie or something like that, I do use my Terra Pros with this. Now, that's one thing I've noticed. My Terra Pros in particular, the volume is super low with this phone, even though I have it adjusted. You know what I'm saying? I have it adjusted way up in the equalizer right here. You can see how I have it pushed all the way up, man. I have it pushed up, dude. And it's just not that loud. I have to crank it up to get the true volume out of the Bluetooth. So plugging in, I got the new version 2 OnePlus earbuds. I didn't review these or anything like that. I just started using them. I got these for doing referrals on OnePlus. Shout out to everybody who uses the link. I got some earbuds. I think I came in like 6th place or something like that for referrals like 2 months ago. I don't know what it was. Back in December, I've had these for a while, and I don't know when I got them, but I had them for a while, and they actually work great. With the phone, plug it in is nice because you get a different, I think you get a different setup for your earbuds when you're doing it. You can turn on smart. I keep it on smart because I don't want to have to choose, what I'm saying, like what I'm doing for that. So I just let it go on its own. But I notice obviously plugging in is going to always sound better than, wireless in some cases. But for some reason, my Terra Pros is the only ones, when I use them with this one, I have to crank it. You know what I'm saying? I have to crank it up kind of far on volume to get some true sound from it. But other than that, man, I don't really have too many complaints about this. I still have the factory screen protector on there, and I actually plan on leaving that on there. I'm not going to get a tempered glass. I plan on just leaving that on there for now. You know what I'm saying? And until it gets really scratched up. Somebody told me it gets scratched up really easy, and I just haven't experienced that. It's still good enough for me. When I get a free screen protector, a free case, and all these other things in the box, I think I'm gonna use them. I think you should. This case right here, I've used it a few times, but I just kind of leave it off because I got this beautiful skin on there. You see how dull it makes the skin look, and I don't really like to wear cases on phones that are this big. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with it like that. So. Anyway, man, it's your man, Jay. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. A little bit of extended coverage 7 days later with the Beast. This is the new Beast, man. I absolutely love this phone right here. I'll continue to bring you guys more coverage. I'm going to give you an extended look of the battery later on. You know what I'm saying? So just look for that. Because this is only 7 days in, and I can tell you I'm averaging about 10 hours of screen on time. And obviously, I can stay off the charger for days. So the longest I've gone, I think it's like 42 hours. I'm not sure. It goes, man. And at that time, I had like 10 hours and 15, 20 minutes. I don't know, but I'm getting on the low side 9.5 hours of screen on time, folks. That's incredible. That's incredible. You know what I'm saying? So you do the math. You know what I'm saying? If you can grab this phone for $750 or less, you better grab it if you want a big phone, man. This is the big phone boss. Shout out to my Project 13, man. I need you to pick this up, bro. I think you're going to love it because I know you love big phones. Night Tech, all of the people that's in the 20X crew, if you're in the 20X club, leave it down below. I'll probably pin a message or something so you guys could like that and let me know what you think about yours. It's your man, Jay. I'm out.